You arrived at last. What were you doing, GP?
And I worked out and hit the showers. You know how to look and smell good for these fine ass grannies.
Don't start with that shit about fucking grannies. You think you need a drink before we kick off the show?
Man, hell no. Let's get straight to the show. If you're a first time viewer, be sure to stick around for the entire video. Also, to like, subscribe, and share buttons if you enjoy the content. Lastly, most importantly, keep it respectful in my comment section if you just so happen to leave a comment. And go ahead and cue the ground rules while I finish getting ready for the show. I'll be back with y'all momentarily.
Commence them as we speak.
Initiating system 1. System 1 loaded.
Welcome to Reality with GP. Before the show starts, a few ground rules need to be said. Number 1, if you're a prominent YouTuber and you admire GP's editing style, add to GP directly about how he does his editing. Number 2, prominent YouTubers must do a reaction video to GP's latest upload to learn his editing techniques for free. Number 3, people who are emotionally sensitive to cold, hard truth, you don't belong here, so get the fuck on somewhere right now. Number 4, any non-black women or black women under the age of 40 who find GP romantically or sexually attractive, refrain from advances, or else you will get blocked. Number 5, if you are an attractive 40 to 55-year-old black woman and you would date and or marry a 24-year-old man, inbox GP on Instagram. It's GP, your show starts in less than 30 seconds. You ready?
You damn right I'm ready. And make sure I look good for the camera just in case one of these fine ass grannies decide to tune into the show. Alright, let's get it. Last time on Reality with GP report on the rarity of authenticity.
Being attacked by somebody who's doing better than you is more common than being attacked by somebody who's not. Somebody can do better than you financially, but your spirit aggravates them. Even the friend you have who's wealthier than you, better looking than you, more educated than you, comes from a better part of town than you, went to better schools than you, has a better job than you, is still jealous of you, and you don't get it.
When you a real one, you won't have too many friends. It's because you're honest and you are true to yourself. A real person, they follow a path that they can only lead. Many people will not like the way that you stand on business.
Who you are doesn't cease to exist because there's nobody there to admire it. Through every triumph and every failure that you will ever experience, you are going to be present. You are going to be the person who holds your own hand when you're broken.
Stay tuned for what's to come on today's installment of Reality with GP. Yo, what's good with y'all? It's your boy GP. Alright, I'm back and I got a few videos I'm reporting on for y'all today. I'm gonna let the first video play and I'm gonna come back and get my perspective on it as usual. Now let's roll that video.
Some people aren't going to support you just simply because they're afraid of what you might become.
Some people will say that video didn't say much because it only consisted of one sentence. But I would argue that a lot was said within that one sentence. Now I fully agree with her statement 100%. I say that because there's a multitude of people I've met in life that can perfectly be described by her statement. Now by that I mean people have seen me in a tough spot and had the resources to elevate me, but chose not to. And these same individuals who have done this expressed they saw potential within me and still chose to leave me hanging when I was in a tough spot. Now unfortunately, those who have done that have always reappeared in my life years later asking me for something. But in every instance that this occurred in my life, I always chose to only give them two things that will teach a valuable lesson to anyone who will take it for granted. The first thing I give to these individuals is my silence, and the second and most important thing that I give to these individuals is my absence. Now on to the location of the next video. On to the second video.
You want to know what's crazy to me? That for whatever reason y'all feel like your favorite artist or favorite influencer or person that you look up to do not live in reality. They live in the same world that you live in. They going through the same stuff that you're going through, just with more money. It just costs more money, their problems. That's the only difference between you and your favorite artist, because I saw a girl clearly show that one of these artists that's bigger than her stole her song. And y'all, oh, how she steal your song? It's a very well-known fact in the industry that major artists steal from artists that aren't as popular as them all the time because they know that y'all gonna say that. They know that y'all gonna say, how did she see your stuff? She seen it because she looking. She on the internet scrolling just like you. Stop being so naive. When these artists say that these major artists is stealing from them, that should be true. And y'all discredit the real artists. Like, wake up.
That video contained an unparalleled level of accuracy and perfectly describing how surface-minded people tend to operate. Allow me to respond to what I mean by that. See, unfortunately, we live in a society where the general public tends to worship celebrities and influencers while mindlessly following everything they do. Now, meanwhile, many celebrities and influencers may be street smart and some book smart, but many people who are in positions of influence and status are always eyeing smaller but more advanced fish in the sea of whatever field they're in just to steal ideas and not get credit. And it's unfortunate, but I know from experience that this is true. Only due to this exact same thing currently happening to me amongst a handful of prominent creators on the YouTube platform. Now, also location in the next video. On to the final video.
You know what's the number one sign that confirms that you are the true chosen one? When people start copying you and they start doing everything you do. They start acting like you. They start talking like you. They got their language like you. They start stealing your phrases that you say. You could be at the gym. If you at the gym, people will go to the machine that you was just working out on so they can get your energy like you. If you eat a certain foods, people will watch what you eat. They'll go try to buy the same foods like you. If you got a business, people try to steal your business idea and go try to make it into their business like you. They will do anything just like you in hopes that they will be like you because you the chosen one. But they will never give you the credit. They will never cite you as the source of where they got their whole image from.
That video was highly accurate describing the dynamics of my 25 years of life so far. I'll briefly pivot my commentary to a different but similar point. Now, in reference to that video I just played, I would say there are a multitude of points that weren't mentioned pertaining to things that accompany being a chosen one. Now, I only listen to explain two of them due to me running short on time. First point of discussion. Whenever chosen ones give someone the title of friend, our friend starts to become too close to us. By that I mean you rarely see us without seeing them. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. But every person I've ever called my friend, whether male or female, always displayed an abnormal level of attachment to me that I will only desire from whichever woman ends up being my future spouse. Second and final area of discussion. Chosen ones are naturally multifaceted in all areas of life, which means anything we indulge in and put effort into can't be matched or replicated. Meaning, we do things in a way that naturally outclasses people who have done it for years before us. Now, lastly, to the YouTubers that ghost watch and copy my editing techniques, y'all would be much better off working with me rather than trying to copy me. Like I said before, if I have to grow my channel on my own, that's exactly how I'm staying after I get to where I need to be. Meaning those of you who ghost watch all my videos, refuse me helping hand, and yet continue to copy me, shouldn't get the audacity to ask for a collab or anything else business related once I grow my platform. If you are an attractive 40 to 55-year-old black woman that can see herself seriously dating and potentially getting married to a 25-year-old man, go ahead and hit your butt on Instagram. All my socials on the TV on the right-hand side of your screen right here. Now, if you're a non-black woman, I don't want you. If you're a black woman under the age of 40, I don't want you either. But you can always do me a favor and forward this to some of your 40 to 55-year-old female family members. And I'm 100% serious about that. Due to me being a young man who prefers older women, I classify my sexuality as granny sexual. Now, if you're first time viewer and you enjoyed the show, be sure to follow the on-screen instructions on this TV on the left-hand side of your screen. Now, I'm not asking y'all for money, and I never will. I just ask if you enjoyed the content that you help grow this channel by commenting your thoughts down below to push me into the algorithm. Hit that like button, hit that share button. Most importantly, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to ring my notification bell. You've literally just tuned in to the best one-man show in history. I'll see y'all in the next one.
If you enjoyed the show, be sure to follow the instructions right below me, unless you're illiterate. In the case that you're illiterate, go learn to read before tuning back into the show. This show is for fully literate adults only. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till next time.